What up, mi raza? Right here, your boy Boinga, Julio. Also, got my boy George here. We're trying to get this on the record podcast live to you from George's studio. It's in the making here, but what's up, mi gente?
Saludos, mi raza. Toda la raza que va a mirar este video, le mandamos un saludo desde aquí, ¿de dónde, mi compa? De Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska, baby. Home of yours truly, Brud Crawford. Shout out to that dude right there, too. We're just kind of going to interview George here, kind of see what brought him to life in the music business. He was going pretty heavy there for a couple of years and trying to see what we could do to help a boy out and keep that path going. George, what kind of started you off in the music industry, bro?
Honestly, I think my mom, she saw a little bit of potential cuando estaba morrillo. I love to sing. She noticed it. Obviously, I was young. I was about, maybe about 10 years old when I started in my first local group, Los Originales de Jamay. Saludos a mis compas que todavía siguen activos. Mi compa Jamay, de clave 402. That's where I started. Actually, I was about 10, 11 years old. Grupo norteño. Toda la gente de aquí de Omaha va a recordar los que en ese tiempo, pues obviamente estábamos morrillos nosotros, pero a lot of people still like, los originales de Jamay. Pues yo pienso que marcamos algo chingón aquí en la área de Omaha porque éramos un grupo de puros morrillos. Yo era el más morro y ahí empezamos a darle a la música. Es donde entendimos que la pasión era la música, because at that time I was actually playing soccer. I was full-time soccer. Ya cuando me metí a la música ya no había mucho tiempo para el fútbol porque pues las tocadas eran los fines de semana. Entonces poco a poco me fui alejando de lo que fue el soccer. Y emprendimos el viaje de la música. Es donde empezó todo ese rollo de music.
So you haven't always been el Rey de Oros. You started off with that band then
No.
when you were 9, 10. That's what's up. ¿Qué tocabas ahí or what? Did you sing?
Ahí nomás cantaba.
Yeah.
Ahí nomás cantaba. That was really my thing there. Toco un poquito el acordeón. Nunca lo he agarrado bien así machín. Es algo que me apasiona, pero pues nunca me he enfocado bien en realidad a meterle las horas que se requieren para tocar un acordeón bien.
Pues al ratillo le va a tocar una parte allí, aunque sea el mono de alambre. Ahí lo vamos a llevar. The next question para ti is, do you think there's a difference in love and just work of art with music, or do you find real good passion? Is there a difference there?
I think everybody, yo he mirado muchos músicos que en realidad tienen diferentes, they have different reasons of why they do it, and I see it. My thing was always love of it. I had passion as well porque I never did it for the money. Obviously, the money is very important. You're not going to go out there y tocar de gratis porque pues eso en realidad really, pues I don't know any musician that would do it. Cuando vas empezando, tienes, 18, 19 años hasta menos y andas en la música, a lo mejor sí lo haces de gratis porque no entiendes, pero en realidad I've always done it because I love it, me nace, y por eso estamos aquí porque pues we're planning to get back into it a little bit, and when you love something or you're passionate about something and you're not doing it, you realize that much you love it because obviously you're missing something there. So that's why we're here.
No, firm believer, if you're going to do something, always go through with it full force. I mean,
For sure.
There's always something better out there. And would you say that you got something in store for the people out there? You trying to make a comeback, or you
No,
just...
for sure. Tenemos muchas cosas que tenemos en mente. Lo primero es aquí el estudio. Obviamente, the studio is going to give us a little more time to take our time to bring the best, create a lot of music that we haven't been able to do. A veces aquí en Omaha, pues obviamente no hay muchos estudios donde puedes en realidad enfocarte en like just take your time and create something nice, you know what I mean? A veces se tienen que mandar para afuera y pues te mandan las cosas y no es que estén malas, pero en realidad you're not really taking your time and putting really what you want it to sound like. So aquí vamos a tener la oportunidad de, if we don't like something, we come back and fix it and make sure that what we're dropping is something that we're 100% sure that's what we want. That's what the sound we want to bring out.
I do want to give a shout out to him though, because he's actually slowed down a bit. We used to, go to the bars, have some beers, drink here and there, normal stuff. Una amanecida, dice mi compa. Sorry to the wives out there, pero hey, it happens. La vida de músico. Speak more on that. La vida de músico. Where have you been? What's one of the memories that you're like, man, I remember 10 years ago when we were on stage with so and so, or hey, what's the músico that's been with you the longest? Speak on that kind of stuff. Like, what's a good memory that just like really hits you the heart?
There's a lot of memories. When we were full in, hubo muchas tocadas where we opened up for big artists at the time. One was where was this at? Maybe this was like Wisconsin. Se llama The Rave, I think que se llamaba. Le abrimos a Banda MS. There's one time we went to Minnesota. Le abrimos a Voz de Mando. We opened up for quite a few artists en ese entonces y uno de los músicos que ha estado conmigo for a pretty long time es el que está detrás de las cámaras ahorita, mi tocayo Jorge, en el bajo sexto, que le mandamos un saludo.
Un saludote ahí al compa George, which on the next podcast episode, hopefully we're going to be breaking down his music career and how he got into it with El Rey de Oros here. And tell you what, he's a hell of a musician too, so his story is going to be good as well. Another question for you, George, is you got a favorite musician? Like what really inspired you back when you started out with Los de Jamai? Like what was a musician when you started hearing him? What was like, man, that's a musician for me? What kind of music you into?
Well, obviously, cuando estás más morrillo, I don't think you go by like the best musician. You go a lo que está pegando al momento. At that time, it was somebody that I looked up to, when I was growing up, 11, 12 years old, que andaban fuerte, Jesse Morales, el original de la Sierra, Adán Sánchez, obviously Chalino wasn't around, but Chalino in the early 2000s was big, you know what I mean? So that's some of the musicians, honestly, that I looked up to and was like, damn, I want to be like them, you know what I mean? I could see myself like, damn, like, en realidad, that's what I want to be, Somebody that motivates you. When you see somebody like that, that's some of the artists que a mí en realidad me motivaron para, when you try to imitate them cuando estás morrillo, obviously, and that's somebody that you try to be when you first start.
What would you say if you could pick anybody right now to make a collab with, and it could happen? Hey, dreaming is believing, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're gonna go in on something. Hey, shoot it out there, shoot your shot. You never know who's listening out there. We did a party out there in Vegas. Legado 7 was ready to go chill with us, but hey, dreaming is believing, my boys, and that's what we're here for. We're here to take you to that next level and see what we can do. You just never know.
For sure. An artist that I could say that would be a dream to come, dream to, collab with. Ooh, that's tough right there because there's quite a bit, you know what I mean? There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of people that I don't know if I'd be able to tell you one, to be honest, just because, there's hay varios que collab with, and it might even just be somebody that, is not top right now, but was in top, once, one in su tiempo, so like honestly, any collab would be a good collab, there's a lot of talent out there, but, maybe Gerardo Ortiz, we could say Gerardo Ortiz in su tiempo was somebody big. Maybe he's not that level anymore, but you still got to respect what he did. He did his thing for how many years. Yeah.
So right now you're the main vocalist for Jorge Carmona, El Rey de Oros, correct? And you grab the accordion once in a while. Is that the only instruments you played, or You got other instruments you'd love to learn or what?
Es el único que me llamó la atención, really, el accordion. El acordeón, es el único instrumento en realidad que always caught my attention.
And you do a little writing yourself on some songs?
I do a little writing. There's a few songs. There's quite a few corridos que he escrito para gente aquí alrededor de Omaha. You know, there's quite a few out there. I can name a few. You can probably go watch them on. You know, si no saben del historial, obviamente el más reciente would be Luz Verde. That's something that que yo escribí. There's other corridos out there where, you know, people hit me up, they wanted corridos, and we wrote them and we lo sacamos, you know. Those were obviously pagados, you know. They come up to me, they're like, you know, how much? I give them the number, they like it, and let's go.
Yeah, and my understanding too is you got a brother too, right? But he's a American genre rapper, right?
Correct. Tidro, le mandamos un saludo a Tidro.
Saludos al Tidro, who's another guy that we'll be having here on the record.
Ahí anda echándole ganas también. I try to, you know, I've been through a lot in the music. I tell him what I see is right, what I don't see he's doing right. You know, I give him my point of views. You know what I mean? I don't know, you know, how he takes it, but obviously, you know, I've been through that road a little bit. You know, estoy más corrido yo, so I try to kind of let him know, hey, ¿sabes qué? Like, do it like this, do it like that. Obviously, sometimes you got to learn by you doing it yourself. You know what I mean? So the best way to learn is you figuring it out.
Taking it one step at a time. So you got that big brother love to him then, huh?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Do you ever see yourself, you and him? Maybe, you know, nowadays, you know, they got the rap and they got the corrido all mixed. Maybe you guys collab and do some kind of family thing, you know, hey, shoot your shot, right?
Definitely.
But shout out to Tidro.
Saludos a mi carnal Tito.
And what do you got cooking? You got some more music coming out for the people?
Yeah. We got more music coming up. Ahorita tenemos una cancioncita que grabamos en vivo con banda que en estos días lo vamos a lanzar. This is going to be the first release in, it's been a minute. You know more than anybody. You know, you've been around. Obviously, Julio's a good friend of mine. He knows a lot about, you know, obviously my personal life y también la vida de la música because we stay in touch and we're like, hey, yo a veces le marco, le digo, hey, what you think about this song? Or blah, 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 you know what I mean? So we have that song. Tenemos unas cancioncitas también que grabamos that we never released. And I think it's about time that we start shooting them out there, you know what I mean? For people to, you know, that listen to our music, tengan eso para seguir trabajando y obviamente seguir produciendo. Ahorita, gracias a Dios, tenemos este lugarcito que vamos a arreglar bien para poder crear más música, que es lo que nos gusta hacer.
Yeah, para la gente de Omaha que quieran un estudio, hit my boy up. Whatever kind of music you're into, we'll listen to it, we'll record it, we'll shoot it. Like we say, hey, we're only here to help everybody out. The more help we can help each other, the better off everybody's going to be. I also want to say that my boy here, I see him working day in, day out. He's not only just a musician, he's also got his own business in locksmithing, and that's pretty tough to be able to manage both things, you know. And plus, when you got family, you know, kids playing sports, kids growing up, you got a lot to manage. So sometimes maybe the music does get put on the back burner, but I want to touch a little bit more on that and like how he handles those moments, and to just show you that he cares about his music, he cares about his game plan, and we want to move forward. So all the support we can get from everybody out there, hey, holler at us. So George, what do you think about that? How do you manage that? Like, is it tough? What do you get stressed? You handle it different? How do you cope with those kind of things?
It's definitely tough to be, you know, having a business itself. It's a tough task. It's not easy. But I think that's, you know, me having my own business is the reason why the music a little bit, you know, was kind of to the side, just because the music is not, you know, it's tough. It's a tough thing to do. Más que nada se ocupa billetes We all know that. You know what I mean?
Unos sponsors allá que quieran. Hey, supermercado, una llamadita, Isla del Mar, una llamadita.
You know, se ocupa dinero para hacer cualquier cosa porque at the end of the day la música es un negocio. Entonces, I've never really done it to just be around, you know, playing here or there, you know. Nosotros tenemos otro plan, tenemos otra visión. Entonces, esa visión cuesta dinero. Entonces, you know, back in the day when we were younger, que nos marcaban a las 2, 3 de la mañana, 2, 3 locos, que, hey, agárrate y vámonos, que 2, 3 tocaditas y vámonos recio toda la noche. You know, that wasn't nothing, you know what I mean? Because really, you know, we were up to no good anyways, you know what I mean? So right now ya we have another mentality and, you know, en realidad, pues, ya estar tocando, a las 2, 3 de la mañana con 2, 3 locos que todavía andan ahí en la calle, pues ya no se hace, la verdad. They call me and I'm like, I'm not available, bro. Eso ya es muy tarde para mí. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that.
What's the most that you and your músicos have actually played así en una privada, en un evento donde le digan, hey, jálate para acá y jálate para el rancho y que una amanecida? Talk to me there. Have you put your músicos through some stuff? Porque, like I said, on one of the podcasts, we're going to be interviewing your bajo cestero, and you know, he don't lie. So let the people know.
For sure. I mean, we've been through quite a bit. Los que son músicos saben que se mira un poquito de todo. Yeah, but we've been through quite a bit. Lo más que hemos tocado, pues de mi parte, pues toda la noche y un poquito amaneciendo todavía, hasta que les dices, hey, time out, pues yo también quiero tirar party, you know what I mean? There comes a time where, you know, those were the days when you know, you're younger and y en realidad, pues, you like to party también, and ya en la mañanita ya se antoja party, ya no se antoja seguir trabajando. Entonces, those were good times and you learn so much from it. Pero con Jorge también, pues hemos tocado. Una vez fuimos a un rancho, pues no vamos a decir qué rancho fue, ¿verdad? Pero pues ahí los tenían hasta la mañanita y nos la pasamos bien, ganamos bien, pero y todavía fuimos a recoger las cosas en la mañana.
¿Y el Julio cómo andaba?
Andaba todo lo que daba mi compa.
Un whisky nomás.
Ya les dijimos a mis compas, hey, ya estuvo por today, y dejamos las cosas ahí, no sé si te acuerdas, dejamos las cosas y les dije, hey, en la mañana venimos por las cosas porque ya muy tarde, ahorita a dormir. Le dije a mi camarada, le dije a Julio, hey, te voy a apostar que ahorita los levantamos a mediodía, no sé a qué horas eran, te marqué, hey, vamos por las cosas, allá las dejamos. Le dije, te apuesto. ¿Qué te dije?
Dice, te apuesto que todavía van a estar ahí pisteando y van a querer más música. Y dicho y hecho, llegamos y una coronita y
vámonos.
Estaban ahí, hasta el caballo estaba tomando coronita, creo. Saludos
a mis compas. No vamos a decir nombres, pero pues varias de esas. Entonces, yo pienso que la vida del músico, pues es un poco difícil porque ya cuando estás centrado ya tienes que atorarle y para eso andamos, para chambear. Those were good times and nomás quedan las memorias, mi compa, de dos tocaditas fuertes que son de toda la noche y aguante vara, mi compa, porque ya anda ahí, así es que, entonces.
Y aquí también a los músicos que vengan a Omaha, la acordeón aquí para el que la quiera usar, sin preguntar, mi compa, ojalá. One time los Alegres del Barranco came to Omaha, their stuff got delayed on the airplane, they probably want, honestly, probably Delta. But my boy let him borrow the accordion. Y ahí estaba. He actually, at that time, my cousin CJ was filling in for George on the bajo sexto, got his bajo sexto signed. Which again, all of his músicos, I intend on letting you guys see what works behind the stage, what works on stage with Jorge Carmona, Rey de Oros. Because like I said, he called me and says, hey, I got a vision. Let's make it happen. Let's see what we got to do to get to the next step. And even if we don't get to that next step, we're going to know that we gave it 100% of everything we got. And hey, he just said it. We talked about some memories. Those memories nobody will ever take from us. A lot of musicians out there, I'm sure, say the same. If you love the music, if you love what you do, go full force with it. Shouldn't nobody stop you. And if you do stop, it's probably because you stopped yourself. And he's showing that he's ready to grind. He's ready to take you guys out there and take you on this journey with him. So show your boy some love, because when you see him, he's going to show you nothing but love, because he's a real person. At the end of the day, he's a musician. He's a business owner. But most of all, he's human. And we just want to show you guys a little bit of his story. And there's more to come. Stay tuned, because he will be playing that accordion on the next one for you guys. But ahí estamos.
Saludos a toda la raza. Antes que nada, mi compa Julio, thank you for coming
Yes,
through.
sir. Thank you.
I hope this is a good start for you for your project.
On the record podcast, ladies and gentlemen, on the record.
Que le eches ganas, y I wish you the best también on what you got going on for you, y también for what you got going on for us también. Obviously, también andas ahí en la movida con nosotros cuando andamos para arriba y para abajo en las tocadas. So, aquí vamos a andar. Saludos a toda la gente de Omaha, Nebraska. Much love to everybody de La Omajera. Stay tuned. We got new music coming out. Y ya viene pronto. Así es que pónganse listos, toda la raza.
Ahí estamos, ladies and gentlemen.
Muchas gracias a toda la raza. Le mandamos un saludo a toda la raza que
Omaha
vea
Live.
este video.